Hello guys, so for today we're going to have a different kind of video. I just wanted to share with you one of my greatest passions besides makeup. It might be surprising for many people because from makeup to Star Wars, it's quite a change. Just a little overview of my current obsession. Let's get started. Okay, so just to start with, we have a piece of furniture here with a lot of spacecrafts, and many of them do not belong to me. They belong to my brother, who's also a Star Wars fanatic, and he doesn't have any space at his home, so he decided to let me use them for display. Most of these bigger spacecrafts belong to him. Who knows, maybe one day I'm going to purchase them from him. But for now, they're here as of display purposes. Most of these spaceships actually are dated 1970s, 80s, so are pretty old actually. So starting with this is a T-47 space speeders, snow speeders. They did actually show up and appear in many of the comics, but mostly it's known from Empire Strikes Back. Then we have the armored transports. They were very popular from the Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and actually became also popular from the Star Wars Last Jedi with a few modifications in order to protect the spacecraft from the Resistance. Now guys, help me out here. This one over here, I still haven't figured out what's the name of the spaceship. I know that it's Resistance, of course, due to the colors, and also I do see the little toy inside. It looks like a Resistance-based spacecraft. However, I don't remember the name, and on the side it just says Action Fleet. So I'm not sure. I cannot give proper credit of what it is. So if you guys know, please let me know. I'm curious. Luke's X-wing. Actually, Poe from Star Wars: The Force Awakens has spacecraft that's very similar to the X-wing. So this is the smallest version of the snow speeder, which is very cute. And this is the Imperial shuttle that I have, and he appears on the Return of the Jedi. I wish I could open it. Yep. So yeah, it's empty. Yeah, it's really nice. I love it. And this is the Millennium Falcon, which is my favorite piece of the entire collection. It comes from the 80s for sure. It's uncertain about the date. I'm sure my brother knows much of these details, but yes, it's not brand new for sure. Now, moving on to the poster. So you might be asking yourself, why do you have a poster from episode 2, which was much hated, The Attack of the Clones? Now, first of all, that's the only poster they gave me. I did not personally purchase this poster. This poster was given to me from one of my coworkers who knew that I was passionate about Star Wars. She used to work in a movie theater. They allowed him to take it. And then he gave it to me knowing that I was passionate. He didn't have any space for it. So I had space in this room. And that's why it's occupied most of the space in this room. And he says, a Jedi shall not know anger, nor hatred, nor love. I think it's such a great... it's a great statement, and certainly it represents the relationship between Anakin Skywalker and Padme. And it's so sad because people tend to forget that that's how everything started. That's how the Skywalker saga started. There wouldn't be a Luke, there wouldn't be a Leia without this couple over here. And people tend to forget, and they hate so much the prequels. I love the prequels. I'm not a hater of the prequels. That's where everything started. So moving on with these gadgets over here. Okay. So this is a little puzzle and I purchased recently. I'm not sure about the location. Certainly I want to hang it as a portrait. I have some space in here, but you have to understand I just want to keep some space blank or bare because of episode 9 and also episode 9 part 2. Obviously there's going to be 2 parts of episode 9 probably. So yes, I want to keep some space open for that. That's the box. I like to keep the box. I think this picture is very pretty. These 2 glasses actually were a gift from one of my coworkers. Again, these coworkers know that I'm passionate. I have so many gadgets on my desk from Star Wars. So, yes, thank goodness no one complained yet. But yes, this is a famous statement from Leia and Han Solo. I thought it was very cute. Very good touch. I loved it. This is my newest addition. I did not purchase myself. It was my mother-in-law actually purchased for my birthday. And it's very cute. It's an actual cup, coffee cup. And the top, when you open it, here it is. And you cannot wash this for sure, but you can use the cup and then close it. But you can't wash this with too much water. Maybe hand wash it with maybe a moist cloth, but I wouldn't get water into it. It's like you're having a conversation with R2-D2 too. It's fine. I love it. Okay, now this is a great piece to my collection. Many people hated this character. I barely know the names of these aliens. He's so ugly, isn't it? Oh my god, I can't stand him. If anyone needs a reminder, this comes from episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's a pod racer, I believe it's called. That belongs to this alien, but Anakin Skywalker had a similar one that he built himself, and he won that race. Haha. Yes, you lost. Anyway, so that's interesting. Now, going up there, this is one of the most recent posters from Star Wars The Last Jedi. I thought it was magnificent. I love this poster more than the actual poster, the main poster of the movie. This was a teaser poster. It does represent the movie very carefully. We do have Luke Skywalker. We have Ben Solo and Rey. It's reminiscent of the Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope's poster. So there's some recollection, remembrance there for sure. But I don't want to get into the analytics of the posters. This is something that I really want to get myself into. I think it's very sweet and also very generous for fans to give an explanation and their interpretation of the posters. So I certainly want to do that in the future. You're going to see much Star Wars content in my channel. Now the drawers are currently empty. I'm not sure what to put inside because certainly I want people to see the Star Wars gadget and all the posters. But maybe I can put some magazines, some extras that I don't have space for. Especially in here, I can put some figures. So yes, I do certainly have space. I want people to see it though. So I'm not sure if maybe I should leave this open once I have some gadgets to put in there, some magazines. I think it's very cute, but again, I want people to see it, so that's why they're currently empty. So I'm trying to fill up the space, and then once I don't have any space anymore, then I will select what I feel is not as empowering to see. I will be publishing a second video, part 2, with a little bit more insight on the other side because there's a lot of stuff in there. I want to get into it. Give this video a thumbs up if interested in Star Wars content, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.